I think what happens from here is really important, how governments deal with these stories, and perhaps even how media does, because the role of the media is to share this story with us, but at the same time, I guess the more we talk about it, the more it might inspire others. So it's a really fine line for the media. It's difficult for governments. You can't legislate against these things. You can't manage every part of the economy. But looking at the bridge that we've all walked across, I think almost every one of your viewers once has walked across that bridge, it does seem amazing that they didn't have those bollards that they seem to have in most other parts of London. So there are perhaps those sorts of things, but ultimately this is just something, as Joe mentioned in the previous report, very hard to legislate against desperate people.
And you mentioned the media coverage. Yes, you're absolutely right, Alex. It's a double-edged sword. Obviously, journalists everywhere want to give as much coverage of this as possible, but as we've seen in the past, this coverage is used as some sick, perverse recruiting tool for organisations like Islamic State.
It really is, Michael. And when you're looking, even in New York, often with news reports like this, it is constant, instant, every moment. So you just... It's building into your mind about, I need to be careful, I need to be careful. What do governments do? They up the ante on security, they up the ante on military, police. And every time we do that, we take away from the opportunity to build our economy, to look at job growth in constructive, productive areas. So, you know, sooner or later we're going to have to come to grips with the fact that we minimise as best we can the reporting of this. We try and manage it as carefully as we can and we move forward. Not easy, but, you know, big issue in society today. Trouble is too, politically, it's favourable to keep people in a state of fear so that you can manage sort of some of the process of politics, and I think we've got to drop that, and we've just got to look at it being a more cohesive society. It's never been, in my lifetime, more or less cohesive as a society. We're becoming individuals rather than communities.
Okay, let's break from the terror coverage for just a moment to look at